All right, everybody. So I said I'd give you an update on the bike. I got an update on the bike, all right? Old carburetor's out. We tested it. It is garbage. It did arc over a little bit and crank, but not nearly enough. You can feel it as you turn it. It's got a heck of a lot more resistance, like unnatural resistance, than the new starter does. We tested them both. They're good, all right? Second thing is, we got our Spider intake. It's not really what it's called. I don't really know what it is called, but we got a new intake for the bike. Basically, this intake replaces the 4 carburetors. Each of those pipes coming down off of the central intake replaces each one of these exhausts or outputs from the carburetors, all right? Now, you might be wondering if that's such an awesome deal, why doesn't everybody do it? Well, there's a lot of reasons. One, it does decrease performance of the bike, meaning this thing ain't going to go as fast as it did. Nobody cares, all right? I've been trying to come up with license plates for this thing. I think I'm going to end up calling it the GPAB, which is shorthand for Grandpa Bike. Nothing to do with my grandpa. My grandpa rode a Goldwing because he was awesome, and a Harley because he was awesome. But this is generally what, whenever people think of grandpa bikes, this is what they think of, right? So yeah, performance ain't going to be an issue with this. It's just going to be for highway cruising, and that's about it. Just touring the countryside at about 60 to 70 miles an hour. Won't accelerate as fast, and just generally, like I said, loses a lot of performance. But that's not really what I got it for. It's going to still do what I want, which is basically tow groceries and get me to work. So that's what I'm after. They say it also decreases throttle performance. Probably also true. Tends to run fatter. Probably also true. All these things are trumped by the fact that I don't want to do maintenance. You know, every single website I saw that said, hey, don't do this, just do proper maintenance on your carburetors. Well, you do it. I don't want to. So these carbs were shot. I figure this is worth a shot. It was $260 to get the intake and a new carburetor from Volkswagen. It was $350 to get a whole new set of carburetors that I would have then had to sync and everything anyway. So just right out the window. I'm not doing that. All right. As far as everything else goes, it's got a lot of grease. It's got a lot of stuff coming out of places where it shouldn't. I'm going to try to track down as much of that as possible, but honestly, I'm not really going to care too terribly much. It's a getter arounder bike, you know. Most of this stuff that's on here, like all this greasy crap right here, that's all going to be coated by or covered up by, you know, radiator fairings, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not really going to be nitpicky about how clean it is. Third thing, you know, I've been going over it. It seems to be missing a few other parts. Honestly, not a lot of stuff that I care about too much. The air ride system seems to be mostly not there. I don't know. But we'll see. Yeah, otherwise, normal leaks, normal wear and tear for its age. It's an 86. It's bound to have some problems. I don't have a problem with most of the problems it has, honestly. So, I mean, we'll see what we can do. Like I said, the carb or the starter motor shot. So, got the new starter motor, got the carburetor. We're going to be good to roll. Hopefully, in the next day or two, to maybe give it a try to start it. You know, a lot of people give me flack because I never show myself installing any of this stuff. Honestly, there's not much to see. I would need a whole second set of hands to get up in here and have somebody showing you what I'm doing. I mean, honestly, look at this. My hand disappears into the spot that I'm going to be working. So it's hard enough to do this, you know, on my own without having to try to work a camera in there. But yeah, we're going to get it running. Probably. We'll see what happens. Yeah. So, yeah. Like I said, the new starter shows a heck of a lot more promise than the old one does. So I think that'll get her cranking. And then, honestly, we'll see what we can do. And I might do a little bit of cleanup on it, get some of this excess grease out of the front end there and everything. But the good thing is, and I know a lot of people are going to have a problem with this, before I put the radiator on and all that crap, I can go ahead and crank it over with the new starter, get everything lined out, even start it, then pop the radiator back on, then we'll work through any other little problems. I know I still have to fix the shifter, so working out how to do that, not really sure yet, but when I figure it out, I'll let you know. But yeah, otherwise, I don't think I got a lot to update you on. I got to redo this little guy. Basically, I'm going to end up cutting off the throttle cable, cutting off the end, because the linkage on here uses an eyelet instead of a, whatever those things are called, barrel. It uses an eyelet instead of a barrel, I guess you could call it. So, yeah, we're going to have to set that up for an eyelet. I already got an eyelet coming. So, once that's done, got to figure out a way to hook up a choke. That's just going to be an electrical system, I think. Just a quick little jaunt up to like a toggle switch, I think. Then figure out an air cleaner. Shouldn't be a problem. So, anyway, that's what I got going on. I know it wasn't super quick, but honestly, my phone's dying too. So, we'll let you know. And, yeah, so that's what happened. And, yeah, you've been updated. So, hopefully, next update will be something a little bit more interesting than this thing just sitting there and me being all greasy. So, talk to you later. Bye-bye.